So I recently just finished watching Get Out by Jordan Peele, writer and director of the film, and I think it's time for me to talk about racial fetishization in the LGBTQ community. So for this quickie, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Let's get started. Get Out is a complex film, and one of its points is about racial fetishization and racial objectification. Chris, the main character for much of the film, is seen as exotic or something that's not human but more so an object, and Jordan Peele, writer-director of the film, does an excellent job of showing this. And as an LGBT person of color, he pinpoints exactly the struggle that we go through on a daily basis. The most infamous scene, if you ask me, is where Chris is sized up by the people visiting the Armitage household. He's treated not as a person but as an object, and that form of objectification and fetishization is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying that's how I'm treated, trust me. I'm pretty confident no black queer man or no person of color who is LGBTQ is being treated specifically in that way, but my point still stands. They're not choosing Chris over his good looks, his personality, or anything like that. They're choosing him solely based upon preconceived notions of what a black man has and what they can gain from it. And like I said, as a queer person of color, no one wants to be dated because of their race. That's just ridiculousness. It's silly, and when you consider it, it's just awful because you don't like them for something that makes them beautiful, like their good looks or their nice eyes or anything like that. You're choosing them based upon preconceived notions of who they are. Preconceived notions, or just in general stereotypes of who or what they are based upon race. Thus, Get Out was an excellent film, and while one of my topics I'm talking about isn't all that complex, this topic is a much needed topic, especially in the queer community, and as a person of color, does a perfect good job at it. So I hope Jordan Peele, director and writer of this film, does a even more phenomenal job on his next film. I have high hopes for him, and I will certainly have high hopes for me for conquering objectification and fetishization. And if you look at the time, it looks like it's time for me to get out. And as always, live, love, and be proud. Yo, it seems like you got to my outro, and I just want to say thanks. It was a very good movie, Get Out, and I feel like this video was needed just as a response to my perspective on it, because trust me, the film is extremely layered, and Jordan Peele did an excellent job on a $4.5 million budget. So kudos to him, but also kudos to you for finishing my video, or skipping the way to the end. Nevertheless, if you really like my content, you can totally check out my video, totally subscribe, or totally leave me a good damn on like. I'm your host, Casual K, signing off.